To me, there was nothing different about her at the time.
If you sit back and you actually watch Mace dance,
it's her own little world.
Everyone's different and I'm different.
How much hearing were you born with?
0. Like, I can't hear nothing. Like, I think I can't hear anything.
Call the police, I'm just killing the scene. I've been a realist since I was a teen. Me, myself, and I the team. Every day I'm just living my dream. Shorty tell me that she proud of me. Your girl is calling me. I'm trying to get me when I'm old. You can have it when I'm old. I'm gonna kill it.
She felt that beat.
I was pregnant and I'd actually said to John I felt like something was wrong. And I'd spoke about it and everybody just went, oh, stop it, you're a first-time mum. You know, it's just have that niggling feeling that something's wrong. So after being unsatisfied with the doctors, I'd made an appointment and took her to have a hearing test done. By the time she was diagnosed as having a hearing loss, she was almost 16 months.
Yeah.
By 10 o'clock that night, John and I had searched the net. I think we had tears for like the first 45 minutes.
Mind you, it was dial-up. Dial-up internet, which is very slow.
So you got through like 3 pages.
So we had tears and everything, and that night it was like, bam, this is action. This is what we need to do.
We know what we need to
Let's
do.
get the ball rolling.
Ended up being a 6-hour operation, and it was on Valentine's Day. So, you know, I mean, every Valentine's Day I say to Macy, you know, you got the gift of hearing.
When I listen to music, it goes straight through to my cochlear implants.
Via the microphones.
Through a cord, up to the external magnet.
On the other side, there's a magnet inside my head, and then it goes through
Auditory nerve, brain. If you think of picture on TV and how it's pixelated, same frequency, sound for the ear.
if I'm in like a club or if I'm in like a dance comp. When I listen to the music, I have to listen very closely and pay more attention. So I fully like just get the beats or get the rhythm, like boom, boom, boom.
We in here.
And so when she came to you and said, I love hip hop music, what was your reaction to that?
I always loved it myself.
6 #1 albums, imagine that. Cats are sick, the dog got his swagger back. That shit go, nah, I ain't having that. But they don't want it, I'ma still grab it back. You don't wanna fight, yo? I guess my strap on. Put the lights out, clap on.
Just always played it around Macy.
Yeah.
Really?
So she's always
When she was little, she used to like, when we had the music on, she used to bounce to the music, and we're like, how is that possible? But in my car we had like subwoofers.
You had massive subwoofers,
Yes,
didn't you?
Right? So it then makes sense. She felt that beat.
If you sit back and you actually watch Mace dance, it's in her face.
It's her own little world.
From 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. That's when I do my freestyle training.
With attempted dancing a couple of times with Macy. She done
Spanish
dancing
dancing
when
first?
she was 2.
One of you, are
I'm
you both? You're
Spanish.
Spanish, right?
Yes.
Right,
She tried ballet at 5.
Yeah.
That was just all wrong. She was
Really?
never going to be a ballerina.
No.
Never.
No.
Too much sass and attitude.
I have trouble seeing her as
Definitely.
Yeah.
She loves everything about it, not just the
Yeah.
dance, the music, the culture, the clothing.
Are people surprised when they realise that you dance with a cochlear implant?
Of course. And then when I take my bandana off, they're like, oh, I did not know. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm always covering them. Sometimes I hide them, even when I go to shopping. Like if I'm going to the corner shop, I'm always having the bandana on. I'd rather hide it than show it.
I think initially people might kind of go, but you're always going to get the haters. And it's true, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter her being hearing impaired or not hearing impaired, dancing. You're always going to get those little people on the sidelines that feel that they've got to put their 2 cents worth in. And I've said to her, and what? They're not important.
In primary school, Macy said to her peers, and the best thing about it is, my hearing is, that if I don't want to listen to you, I just switch the magnet off.
And she does that now.
That can be quite annoying as parents, I
Oh,
imagine.
it can. Do you know, no, seriously, she uses it to her advantage when she's
yeah.
in the shower, when she's in bed and she doesn't want to get out of bed.
Yep.
She hates being told what to do.
What would you like to do? Would you like to be a professional backup dancer?
Yes. Like, for example, I want to be backup dancers for Chris Brown, Janet Jackson.
As her career expands, you know, she's been made a brand ambassador for a multinational company, Sony. She's travelling to America to perform. John, when you see her up on that stage, what goes through your head?
Super proud. And I just think, like, wow, look what she's done.
It doesn't matter if you're competing against other people. All that matters to me is I want to be in the finals.
Nothing less.
Nothing less. Yeah.